WGPR Detroit HD2.
You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit. The views and opinions expressed on the following show are not necessarily the views and opinions of WHPS, its affiliates, management, or sponsors.
There's a new financial empowerment center located in the Wayne County Treasurer's Office on the 5th floor of 400 Monroe in Detroit.
If you or someone you know needs help with their finances, budgeting, and making monthly payments, the Detroit Financial Empowerment Center can help.
Wayne Metro Community Action Agency has counselors ready to provide free one-on-one counseling to help you address issues related to utility bills, taxes, and other financial matters. We can also help you improve your credit score.
Good morning. I know some of you are looking at me and saying, well, where's Maureen? They be together a lot. Where is she? But we are fortunate enough to have Miss Gracie Wooten, who's also a leader not only in the community, but my kids just love Gracie. I used to tell them, I said, go call your godmother, and she'll help you with some math and stuff. Well, welcome, Gracie. Yes, this is welfare rights still, and we're still here at the station. Before we get, start up and what have you, the call, remember, we have to remind each person every week that you need to, if you're going to participate, you want to call in to the various numbers. You want to read those numbers, Gracie?
Oh, sure. 313-868-4336, 313-868-0351, 313-868-0342.
Okay.
Oh, and also there's the website number. Let's see, what is that?
Yeah,
www.
It's over there. www.15.
Okay, www.tv33 WHPR.com.
Wow, that was great, Gracie. You feel like
I'm gonna be a professional?
You've always been a professional. If you're able to always have Gracie along with you in any dynamics, anything that out here for the benefit of the folks, you're blessed on the one hand, okay?
Well, thank you, Marion.
Well, I always call you when let me call this Gracie. So again, Maureen is not here today, but she's okay. Sometimes we do have to take care of certain things, and Maureen's out there. Maureen is okay. So what we want to get into a couple of things today. I want to be able to, at the top of this, remind people that the Martin Luther King celebration will be coming up soon, and I'll leave this at here in case you need to know when and where this is going to happen, like we do each and every year. We would hope that you come out and participate in this activity, because if anything, we need everybody that we can get out to make sure that these people that are dealing with Detroit, the new range of capitalists, that they understand that they're saying that they're gonna fix Detroit Gracie. They the ones that messed up Detroit, you know. So come on out, and this is I'll say it at the end of the program where this is going to be and what have you. So, all right, Gracie, I'd like to talk to you a bit about this education situation we're facing out here. I heard this morning that people are trying to fire calling for firing of the
Sorry, superintendent.
yeah, not here. You know, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about on a national level also. Talking about to force in order to get the teachers back. They said they should be fired. I mean, come on now, y'all always. Why can't we hear y'all saying something like that to the people that put us in this situation? That they should be fired. You know, you need to sit down and talk to the teachers and find out what's going on and what have you. I know sometimes some of you are mad at them, and you know, if I was a teacher, I probably would open up the doors and say, I want you to take care of all these kids in this area today, and until I go out and enjoy one day off or what have you. So, what do you think about all the attacks that the teachers are getting now?
Well, you know, I don't like it. You know, it's not fair. Teachers work very, very hard. And like this whole situation, you know, around education, teachers are, you know, just not, they're looked down on. They've always been looked down on. When, you know, in the beginning of history, when you think about what teachers were required to do, you know, in the little schoolhouses, they were supposed to come in and start the fire, you know, and warm up the building before the kids came in, and then have all the different lesson plans, you know, for each individual kid, because you know, you had just a one-room schoolhouse. So you had to, you know, make plans for all the kids, you know, at all the grade levels. And it's always been like a real struggle for teachers to have any kind of respect, you know, just all kinds of attacks always on teachers, you know, dumping on teachers. But on the one hand, you think about the fact that teachers, you know, they're professionals. They spend 4 years for their undergrad degree, and then 2 more for a graduate degree, and they're not treated like other professionals. People think that anybody can do the job. I mean, here in Michigan, you know, just the other week they were talking about allowing anybody who worked in the district. You know, if you're a bus driver, cafeteria worker, anybody who worked in the school district should be allowed to be a substitute. Now, number one, if I was working in if I was working as a bus driver, that's what I was hired to do, you know, to drive the buses. I wasn't hired to teach, you know, be a substitute. And they were saying that these people would work, but they wouldn't have like an increase in their pay or anything like that. They would get the same amount of money that they were making, but they'd be allowed to teach as a substitute. And so I think that, you know, the governor, I think what she said was, well, if you're a parapro or something like that, you could substitute. But, you know, we're just not going to have everybody do that, you know. But I mean, just the thought that, you know, because a lot of districts are, you know, they don't have enough teachers, period. You know, they need to be increasing the pay, and also trying to recruit teachers to teach.
And respect them.
Right, and having a lot of substitutes in the building. Because a lot of times you have a substitute in the building, and they're carrying on with, let me take this call.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, this is new to me, so I press this button and this button.
Tim,
Good morning, caller.
there you go.
Thank you. You're with Ask Welfare Rights.
You okay? You're doing fine.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Linda Wheeler with the Highland Park Update. Good morning, ladies.
Good
Good
morning,
morning.
Linda.
How's everybody for 2022?
Trying to still make it better out from the past. What is this? Is 2022?
That's right.
2021. Trying
Yeah.
to still digest some of the mess they did in that.
I hear you.
I know.
I hear you.
So you
We're
have
gonna
something
get
for
there.
us today?
Yes, I do. I've got quite a few announcements. The first one, as always, Ernie T. Ford Fieldhouse in Highland Park at 10 Pinkett is still having vaccination shots, all 3 products, booster shots, and that's Monday and Wednesday, 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., Friday, Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's all 3 products, Medema, Pfizer, and Johnson & Johnson, for your booster and your vaccination shots.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you said talked about that, because we have some of the leaflets right here, and if they for people to still try to go and take care of yourself, because the numbers are not going down, it's still going up, and look like we're going to be looking at for the next year, that they're predicting that it'll still be here. All right.
You have to build your defenses with these shots because of COVID, and now there's a thing called the Flurona, which is a combination of the flu and the corona. And then there's also another one called the Fumona. That's a combination of the pneumonia and corona.
Pretty soon we're gonna be talking to the virus. We go home and say, "Are you still here?" I mean,
It's
this
man-made and it's very intelligent.
stuff.
That's right.
I tell you, it is people again. Here I go again. I know yesterday Marion's gonna say the same thing. You're right, because you act like you don't hear us. You need to get involved and stop just. Well, all of us are at home these days, but we still, like Gracie, Linda, Maureen, and whatever. It's still a lot of us still involved out here, and trying to make sure that you and your families are taken care of. But you have a responsibility to your community too. You need to be involved.
That's right.
All right.
Getting the Corona-19 vaccine, it adds one more layer of protection for you, your coworkers, your parents, your patients, and family.
All right. Anything else, Linda?
Yes, there's more announcements. There's going to be a code giveaway January the 12th, 2022. First come, first serve, until all gone. At Triumph Church, that's on the East Campus at 2760 East Grand Boulevard. The Burlington Coat Factory and Delivery Goods are sponsoring this. And for more information, you can call C, that's their first name, Petway, Pettiway, at 313-701-8282. For further information, you can call C. Petway at 313-701-8282. That's the code giveaway January the 12th, 2022 at Triumph Church.
Okay.
All sizes for children. And my last announcement is for the Michigan Secretary of State mobile office will be in Hamtramck January the 26th, 2022 at 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And that address for the Hamtramck DHH office is 12140 Joseph Campo. And what the mobile will be providing for the Secretary of State will be first-time ID, driver's license or ID, transfer title. You can apply for a new disability place card or renew your disability place card. And you may get in touch to make a reservation for that. It's Lakita Coakley. That's Lekeitia Coakley, Cokley. And the office number is 313-892-7465. Or mobile 313-204-6490. Or you may email coakleyl@michigan.gov. This is for the Michigan State Mobile Service here in Hamtramck, January the 26th, 2022, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And that's Lakita Coakley, office 313-892-7465, or the mobile number is 313-204-6490.
Linda.
Yes.
Maybe we can get the numbers from you and leave some numbers here at the station, because I know folks gonna be calling.
Okay.
Okay.
Would you like me to that number?
Huh?
Would you like me to that number for the Michigan State Mobile?
I can't hear what you said.
Mobile office in Hamtramck.
Did you say you wanted to repeat it?
Did you want me to repeat that number?
Yes, once again.
Oh, okay.
Wait, because we're going. Yes.
Okay. For the Michigan Secretary of State mobile office in Hamtramck, that's going to be at the DHHS office, January the 26th, 2022, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's January the 26th, 2022, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. The address for the Hamtramck DHH office is 12140 Joseph Campo.
Okay.
And that's for your first-time ID, your driver's license or your ID.
It should be
Transfer your
packed.
title, apply for new or renew disability place card.
Okay. Thanks, Linda.
Would you like the phone number again?
No.
Okay.
If they don't remember what was said, at least they can call Michigan Welfare Rights, or call
Right.
the station and get the information. I really appreciate you coming on, right on target. I want to finish up with some of these remarks around these teachers.
Okay.
Gracie, did you have anything else to say on that?
Well, we could talk about education all day, but
Yeah.
Linda, it would be good too if the mobile unit could come to Highland Park. Remember, we used to have a Secretary of State's office in Highland Park.
Yeah, at one time.
I sure remember that one, best in the state of Michigan, in my opinion.
Yeah, so
Well, that's
it
something
would be good
that'd be
if
something we should
they would make a trip
effort.
to Highland Park, because not everybody could get to Hamtramck.
Right. Well, last year when council had their community giveaway, they provided the Michigan Secretary of State mobile office. It was in June. I remember because that was around my birthday time. So last year, 2021, we did have it in the parking lot of City Hall.
Well, that's something that's a good idea, is to have that back again and see about the city council move into see if we can get one here permanently in Highland Park.
I
Council,
doubt that.
Council Pro
Well,
Tem
all we have to do is
usually
try to ask.
spearheads that.
I'm sorry.
Council Pro Tem Rodney Patrick, he
Uh-huh.
usually spearheads the mobile office of the Michigan Secretary of State.
Oh, that's good. You were breaking up a little.
Yeah.
But you were saying that Rodney Patrick, Councilman Patrick, he spearheads these mobile units coming
Yes, he
through
does.
Highland Park. And, okay, well, that's good. I know he did for the blood, testing of
Testing
blood
of blood.
levels for children and adults, you know, in Highland Park, which was very good. You know?
Yeah.
May I just point on the conversation about teachers?
I'm sorry. You were breaking
May I
up
just
some.
add one point
Yeah. Mhm.
on the conversation about teachers?
Oh, sure.
You know, what I noticed is that when I was a girl in school, teachers were highly praised and respected. I saw that decline during the Betsy DeVos Leave No Child Behind era, where teachers were then being villainized, and the whole charter school era came into play. That's when I saw parents losing respect, in my opinion, for teachers, and teachers and students losing respect for teachers during that whole Betty DeVos thing. What do you think?
I think it was before.
Oh, it was, yeah.
it's been before from the very beginning, because it was, you know, very difficult for teachers to even organize to try to get better pay, you know, because people, you know, consider teachers as glorified babysitters.
That's what they
You
want to
know,
make them
so
into.
it was before DeVos, you know, but you know, there's a movement in this country, period, to, you know, through technology, a lot of jobs can be replaced. And so I'm thinking that, you know, I know I just heard this morning that there was a forecast of how many jobs have been lost. But people aren't really talking about the fact that these jobs they're not really being lost.
No,
what
they're
it
not.
is that technology is replacing workers. You know, we need to have more discussions about that. And there's always, you know, been this movement in this country, you know, for a very long time to say that teachers, you know, aren't necessary. And that, you know, like I remember when there was a movement, you know, to have some courses given to students that, you know, there weren't enough teachers in this country to teach like languages. And so there was a movement, you know, to have those kind of lessons be on television for kids. And now, you know, there's this movement also to, you know, they say that they want the schools open, but they're trying to perfect, and, you know, I think they're trying to perfect,
You on it. Go
you
on.
know, the whole stay-at-home kind of education for kids. You know, the only ones who will have access to a teacher is you know, private schools and you know, people who have money. They'll be able to send their kids, you know, to school, because you just think about it. Just think about it. During the whole pandemic, some private schools never closed.
No,
They
didn't.
never closed. They always had, you know, kids, you know, whose parents had money, had the ability for them to attend school. So, you know, there is, you know, like, you know, these big companies, you know, like, well, even Michigan, the Michigan University, they have, they teach
They
kids
open those-
online.
Uh-huh.
And they've been doing that for years.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's just a movement, I think, to get rid of, you know,
Well,
teachers.
you on target. Because how long have we been saying that? And trying to even teach the teachers that, look, there is these robots are for the benefit of not you, they're for the benefit of getting rid of you in this job set. So, people got to begin to understand that our kids must be educated, but at the same time, you need to get out here and help us to fight for that.
That's right.
All right?
Yeah, because
That's
yeah,
right.
that's true.
As it sounds to me, it's still all about a class struggle.
Oh, yes. It's still that.
And you can't hold back technology.
No,
Technology
no, you
is
can't.
going to keep, replacing workers. So we have to think about, organizing society in a different way.
You
What are you
got
going to
it.
do with people when you have all this leisure time? How are you going to live? People, fight for it. Well, people have been fighting for some kind of
Ever since-
guaranteed income for a long
Oh,
time.
my
But
God.
you're going to need that in this country because a lot of jobs that people have, they're not going to be able to work those jobs anymore. Even at McDonald's and those little fast food places, they have machines where you can order your meal,
Yeah.
without talking to a person,
And you don't
They
know.
have those in Europe and Japan.
Yeah.
Yes.
They have them. Yeah, and they have them here too.
Yeah. I tell you haven't seen the latest. They have been showing on TV at the what robots can do as far as the restaurants because they can't get people to come in and work.
They don't want people to come
Look,
in and work.
that is not new. They don't want us in
They
there.
don't want people to come in if
Uh-uh.
a machine can do your job, And you just think about, you hear all these stories about Amazon and how,
Please, give me a break.
the people have to try to keep up with what the machine is doing, because, they have all these robots doing the job, and people can't really keep up because the robots don't need breaks.
But we have to
And-
remember one thing. I remember years ago at the welfare department, I had got invited to a meeting of the workers there. And they were talking about the problems they were having in the welfare office, trying to get people, these people, as they say. I had to check one young lady, to do what they want them to do. I said, look, young lady, I'm happy to be here with y'all. But at the same time, you got to understand what we've been learning, and that robots gonna take your job also. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. But some people have to get baptized all over again in order for them to understand, what's going on.
Right,
But
they do because of artificial intelligence,
yeah,
AI.
but they
robots
got
that
it
look
out
like
of the
people.
worker. This is what I wanted to get to, is that I remember when they came to us at I don't forget what job I was at, and they wanted us to tell them what do we actually do at that job. So
Right.
what we done, we gave them all the information because at the same thing in the factory, they were telling them, and we really helped them to build the robots.
Oh, for sure.
And so, we have to understand what kind of society we're fighting for, and that is one for the benefit of us all. But at the same time, who's making this should not be no profit-making entity. It should be some type. It should be for the benefit of us all. So that, and I used to tell nurses, hey, you know what? You ain't secure as much as you think you are. And they taking beatings out here, also. So
Yeah.
I'm
so
gonna
many
turn
of them are
back
getting
over
sick.
here.
And then you just think about with education and how, like, now you have all these people, attacking schools, but they won't get, their kids and themselves vaccinated. You have all of these people who are,
Good point.
they're not doing anything to help get this country moving in terms of, getting rid of this pandemic. They're just always, criticizing. They want to jump on. They go to school board meetings and they want to jump on the people who are setting the policies to try to keep their kids healthy. You know, and they won't do anything to help out, you know, the situation.
And look at some of the schools. Just let's think about some of the schools that might be, you know, in other areas and stuff like that. They don't even have the tools.
But
So that shootout that just happened not too long ago in
Right.
Michigan, they don't even have metal detectors, where in our community, metal detectors were constructed when the building was constructed.
Well,
We've always had
a
metal
long time.
detectors in Highland Park.
but you know, in this vaccine, you know, people getting these shots, you know, is just so important. And they and the same ones who are complaining about schools not being open,
oh, yeah.
you know, are the same ones who are, I shouldn't say all of them, but the same ones are the ones that don't want to get their kids and themselves vaccinated, but they want to jump on the schools because they're not open. You know,
You right. You are right.
and you have these other parents who want to protect their kids, who are sending their kids to schools en masse, and you have these others who are, you know, they want to, you know, you even have
That's
parents
something.
now who are, you know, taking kids, little kids, attacking little kids, trying to take their masks
Masks
off their
off.
face because their parents want them to be protected, you know, from the kids who aren't, you know,
The
wearing the
fam-
mask because their families are teaching them.
And then
to
you
be,
see them sometime on TV saying, "Oh, my child passed away." If you had some sense and understanding that your child could have been taken care of, you know, and now the rest of the family is what in the same predicament. I mean, wake up. We have to understand what's going on out here. Wake up and start organizing for the benefit of the future of these children. So, okay, anything on the phone?
no.
I guess the people thought we were not coming on today.
Well, nice talking to you, ladies. I'll say
Thank
good
you
evening.
again, Linda.
Okay, bye
You're
bye.
welcome. Talk to you later with the Highland Park report.
Okay.
The X. Okay, thank you. Okay, thanks. But you know, I just heard this morning that there was a person.
Okay,
I
good.
just heard this morning that there was somebody who was suing the. He's
Teachers?
brought a suit. No, he's brought a suit against the whole districts, Ann Arbor, and
Yeah.
Detroit. But you know because he said that they were depriving his child, who's a special needs child, you know, and has a IEP. His child was being deprived of his education, you know. But the thing is that, you know, they seem to be overlooking the fact, you know, again, that a lot of them aren't doing what they can do to keep the schools open or to get them open, you know.
It'd be interesting to find out how much is still going on around as far as the upper part of the education system is still paying themselves at the expense of our children and the families as a whole. What are they doing?
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm saying that in Lansing, there's an educational facility that runs the educational system throughout Michigan. I wonder if they're still being paid.
Oh, you know they are. I mean, you know, and you just think about people who work, you know, in Washington, period.
Period.
Like they have health care. They have, you know, they're talking about, you know, they make all these policies for us, you know, and don't want to have universal health care, but they have health care.
Yes, they do.
You know,
Good hair
Right.
care.
So, you know, it's just that, you know, it's that way. Those who have
And those
you know,
who
and
have
those
not.
who don't. You know,
Well, what else? What else? Let's see. What else been going on, Gracie? Hey, callers, call in. What is wrong with you? Don't wait till I get home and then you call. So, what else what's been going on at City Council? I know at times you call in.
yeah, yeah. They city council they've actually been doing some progressive things, I think, around trying to support new energy. In fact, the
When you say new energy, what are you talking about?
solar
Okay.
and even the administration,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they have the administration and the city council, they have applied for a grant that would actually bring about $500,000 worth of technical support
That's
to
good.
help
Mm-hmm.
Highland Park,
Mm-hmm.
to help Highland Park continue to develop different new energy programs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so also they've the city council, they have passed a ordinance. I don't know. Well, I don't know exactly if it's passed or not. I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
To have a sustainability commission in Highland Park, or some kind of people who are gonna get together and do some work and try to get more grants in, you know, so that we could actually have more sustainable projects
That's
going
good.
in Highland Park. You know, one of the things that I know is real important is for people to get their homes insulated.
Yes.
You know, because if you have your homes and city buildings, if they're insulated, you know, your energy bill goes down a tremendous amount.
And
you know,
if they implement that, it would help a lot of these homes out here where people cannot pay a high amount of money to stay in their own home.
right? Yeah.
Because people in Highland Park and as general, you know, they still, a lot of us still living here for after years of being in Highland Park. Although you and I are teenagers. What you think of that, Tim?
But we can, you know, if you just think about it, even people who may be interested in getting solar
Yes.
panels on their homes, they can't do it if their homes are not insulated.
Uh-huh.
You know, you need to. In fact, you wouldn't have to have as many panels
As
on your home if your home was, you know, actually retrofitted. If it was all these leaks were actually
Taken care of.
Yeah. So
what is that? What? Well, I was about to say, when is the next meeting of?
the council?
Well, yeah, the council or the solar meeting. Is there?
Oh,
now, I mean, it's probably on Zoom.
Yeah. The what are you talking about? Like Solidarity?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Who's on top of this?
What?
Um,
There's a lot of wheels moving in terms of new energy in the city and all around the state.
That's
You know,
good
there's
to
a
be
lot
heard.
there's a lot of people who are interested in
Solar.
doing things, not only solar, but just you know, like charging stations, getting lights,
Mm-hmm.
and getting well, okay, let me tell you about one organization that I can think of that's trying to build Polar Bear Polar Bear Sustainability Co-op. Like what they're doing is getting people to join a co-op so that they could actually get lower prices
Yeah.
on things like solar.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there are a lot of solar projects, products. They're not only, you know, solar for rooftops, but there are a lot of products that people could actually buy.
Mm-hmm.
And if you come together as a co-op,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you can get a lower price.
We need to look into something like that.
Yeah. And
have-
also, you know,
have
like
'em,
the Detroit People's Food Co-op.
Yeah.
That's another co-op where they're looking for new members, you know, because they want to have at least 2,000
Mm-hmm.
so that they can, well, they're already going to break ground, I think, this year on their store. It's going to be, you know, on the boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know, food is very important.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
only, you know, do we need healthy food, but, you know, in a city like Highland Park where, you know, we're still dealing with high lead,
Lead.
you know, healthy foods can help flush some of that lead out of your system.
Uh-huh.
You know, so people should look into actually, you know, the Detroit People's Food Co-op.
Mm-hmm.
You know, getting a membership.
That's
It's
a
only
nice-
$200 a period. It's not even $200 a year. It's just $200 a year, and you can be a member owner of the co-op
Did
to
you-
help build it. You know, so
What? So supposing a person is low income.
$20 a month
Okay, we need to
or
look into that.
200, you know, $200 period to be a member owner, you know, of the co-op.
You remember after the big rebellion here, years and years ago, a lot of us came together and created a co-op. And that co-op lasted for a long time. And I haven't seen nothing as of yet, you know, because I guess I don't go out like I used to the various co-op. But I'm glad we're doing something here. We need to get people together to understand what you're talking about. So maybe sometime on doing this month coming up, we can have somebody to come on the program here
Right, and talk about
and
those
talk
kind of
about
things.
that, and let people be able to ask questions about that and what it means. Because I remember when my brother ended up in one of those, and he's been in it for years, and you know, his bill he's in Dallas, his bill has gone tremendously down. And that's that. So we need to be able to benefit ourselves, because every time I look at that bill from downtown from DTE and all that stuff, darn, you almost have a heart attack.
Yeah, you know, all these, you know, utility bills, you know, your water and utility.
Oh my God, it's
you know,
everything.
they're
You're
just
scared to
sky
even
high.
open up the envelope, you know. So thanks, Miss Gracie. We do need to do that. I know I had been for the longest saying I was going to look into it and ends up doing something else, but let's try to set that up. And people in Highland Park, we want you to come in. Should we set up a meeting, or should we, you know, if we could do it on Zoom, probably. Tim, can you Zoom here?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, well, let's look into that, because that'd be a good thing for them to probably set it up and let people call in and find out, you know, what are we talking about here in Highland Park, and see about, and the way we won't be left in the hole around here. Okay, anything else? I don't know what happened to the people today. They must be out shopping or something. Y'all better start calling in and finding out what's going on in your neighborhood. So let's see. Nothing over there, right?
you were telling me earlier about the Truth Commissions
You asked me a
that
question.
National Welfare Rights is involved with.
Yeah, well, we use that as um, one of the tools we use to be able to get people to talk about any things that they might have having problem with. Housing, what has happened at the welfare department and all that type of stuff. But the Truth Commission is not something that is new. We utilize it in the national welfare rights as well as Michigan welfare rights to bring the people out and let them talk about the problems that they are having. Not only that, they begin to see is other people that are suffering like me. Why can't we get together, and do something about this? And so the Truth Commission has served not only our organization, but we, generally in the past we have taken different testimonies to the UN to be able to get some outside help, about this government here. But yeah, we have, we can talk about this more next week, but at the same time, we end up having it, having people to understand you don't have to sit around and take this mess. If you have problems, and people finally loosen up, and you be like this, listening to some of the problems that they have been going through, and it ends up loosening that chain that they have been living up under. So we can talk more about this next week, but and let people ask questions about it and find out if we can have one, if we need one here. And it builds an avenue for folks to not only have to that they can not only talk to their friends next door and stuff like that, but they can stop being afraid of talking. If you can't do it, we can help you to talk, at the Truth Commission. But we have people at the Truth Commission that we have a panel of folks coming from different places. It could be some people from unions. It could be some of the people from welfare rights and whatever. And we document this stuff to make sure that we're trying to do something to get rid of the problems that folks are having. So we can bring it up again and let folks know what it is. We can bring it up, because I'm so at times I'm angry when we don't have in our communities like Highland Park used to have even our in our each community the have those
So districts are supposed to be
no,
funded?
not a district.
Oh, okay.
Not a district. We used to have each community had a
Block club?
there you go,
Okay, yes.
a block club, and it used to really be good, and it was helpful for the people. You end up, people should have an opportunity if they got problems to be able to speak somewhere and somewhere to be able to participate and help them to get together. So the Truth Commission is a good tool, and you learn a lot. And then before in the past, we have gone to the UN and presented the problems.
Oh, that's right, because I remember when the struggle around the water.
Yeah.
And the UN actually came
Here.
Yeah, they came and they 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 had some kind of they had some kind of document saying that United States wasn't being fair, or they were violating the human rights.
That's right.
And they were violating the UN Charter.
Yeah.
In terms of the water shutoffs.
Yeah,
that were
Maureen
going
headed
on.
up that particular motion. She was constantly calling there and trying to find out, about trying to get, some people from the UN to come in here.
And they did.
Oh, they came in. They were dynamite.
Mhm.
Like, these
Yeah, they
women knew
did.
what they were talking about, and we need to do some of that stuff now.
Right,
Because
because like the Detroit, they have a court case, the People's Water Board and others,
Yeah.
about the fact that there's no water affordability plan.
Yeah.
And you wonder what's going to happen when some of this money,
Oh my God.
and and of course, like with the moratoriums, being phased out, people are really going to be suffering. Like they don't
They
have
don't
money.
think they are.
Yeah,
they
they don't
don't
have
think
money
they-
to pay these bills.
No, they do not. So we can host them here, and even if necessary, even get the people in Hamtramck to come over. You know what I mean? And begin to understand what is going on around in our neighborhoods. It could be we could eventually get probably some Zoom and all that stuff set up in the area where they can talk back and forth to the different other communities. You get my drift? And let's see what we can do for the benefit of our community. So
So I
that
know
was
one
where
of the
for
things
rights.
that the Poor People's Campaign. I think they're planning to have a
Event.
Truth Commission. Right.
Well,
I know they're working towards a big march this year.
yeah.
But
Yeah, that is coming up in June, around June something. And we're looking at it in the possibility of getting more and more people to participate at that time. All right.
yeah, and a lot of people think that the struggles for water, clean water, against and the struggle to get these lead pipes out of the communities is over, but it's not.
No,
just
no,
because
it's not.
there was some money coming from the supposed to be coming from the government, that doesn't mean that the problem still doesn't, the problem still exists.
The problem is, yes,
And people are still working
There's
to,
no
to
way.
try to get these situations taken care of, like these lead pipes out of the communities. These kind of people are still coming together to try to fight for better legislation.
yeah.
you
We're
know.
gonna have to call our other organization in and give an update. And that's, and Sylvia heads that up, Sylvia O'Donnell, to be able to let folks know what's been going on. I was so happy when she started beginning to take over that, for farm welfare rights, in the sense, she.
Oh, we have a caller.
Okay.
Um,
Hello, can you hear me?
welcome
Yes.
to Welfare Rights.
Linda Wheeler back again. I have a question. Marion, did you get a chance to talk about the Martin Luther King activity?
I talked about that earlier, yeah.
Okay, I missed that. Could you repeat it again, please?
Where is it?
Here it is at the
Thank you.
the Central United Methodist Church. They're having there's a rally and a march Monday, January 17th, from 11 to 12:30. There's a virtual rally,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and there's actually there's a it says go to mlkdetroit.org or Facebook at MLK Day Detroit.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, and it says 2 o'clock, an in-person march.
Okay.
And people are going to meet up at Grand Circus Park.
You know, up there where the church is.
Yeah, there'll be food, brief speakers, parking at Central United Methodist Church, and wear your mask and use your COVID precautions. You know, I went last year, and I heard, you know, at the rally, it was indoors last year.
Yeah.
You know, but things have taken a dive for the worse. So I guess that's why it's going to be a virtual rally. And then I didn't do the march. I remember that day was very, very icy.
It was cold.
Yeah, it was cold, but it was icy, and I said, I'm not gonna do my heart's there with the crowd, but you know, my these old legs can't make it.
Don't even
you know,
mention
on
these.
ice.
Uh-huh.
You know, but that's Monday, January 17th.
But
Right.
if you can't march, there's still activities going on at the church. People still are testifying, and that type
Right.
of stuff. And when you look up, they back from the march.
Right, because after the march, they're going to meet up at the church for the food and speakers, and there is parking at Central United Methodist Church. There's parking there, and it's good, I guess, that they added the virtual rally. Yeah.
Thank you. That's what I needed was the website. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Linda. And Grace, it's been so nice and having you here
Yeah, well, it's been nice sitting here chatting with you.
chatting.
Yeah, chatting with you this morning, you know.
Okay.
You know, one thing too, I know that there's going to be they're starting to have some tax foreclosures on houses,
Oh, yeah.
on homes. I think there's the one in February.
Yeah, we'll talk about that next week.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, because that's really important. Like Maureen and you keep telling people there's all this help out here, but people, for some reason,
Likes
they
to
don't-
wait.
yeah, they won't seem to step up and do what's important to them, in terms of, getting this help that's available.
Yes. Okay. We've been told that the time is here. We want to say thank you to Linda Wheeler, as well as we finally got Gracie back on the program, and hope to see you next week sometime, and ready to talk and ready to come up with some other things that we can do in Highland Park. All right, is it time for us to go? Okay, Maureen will be back next week. Gracie will probably be back next week.
Gracie will be at home watching you next week.
I know Linda will be giving what's happening in Highland Park, and I'll probably be here.
That's right. And thank you for having me. And,
thank you for
appreciate
coming.
this opportunity.
Yes. Okay. I want Gracie to be able to say
Goodbye.
and thank you for
Thank you for watching, tuning in.
Yes.
There's a new financial empowerment center located in the Wayne County Treasurer's Office on the 5th floor of 400 Monroe in Detroit.
If you or someone you know needs help with their finances, budgeting, and making monthly payments, the Detroit Financial Empowerment Center can help.
Wayne Metro Community Action Agency has counselors ready to provide free one-on-one counseling to help you address issues related to utility bills, taxes, and other financial matters. We can also help you improve your credit score.